Well, Parents' Weekends will be coming up this month at many U.S. colleges, and if students haven't already, they may be asking their parents for a credit card. The average American has over $5,000 in credit card debt. That's according to the credit reporting company Experian. So here with advice for parents is Stefanie O'Connell Rodriguez. She is the host of the podcast Money Confidential. Thanks for joining us. This is going to be a big topic of conversation for many parents. I have a lot of friends who have kids in college now. It's their first year. So let us start with this. How have the rules for credit cards for teens and young adults, how have they changed over the years?
Well, parents of college students might have a bad memory of getting their first credit card. Probably on a college campus, they were offering free pizza or free T-shirts if you filled an application and got your first credit card. And then lo and behold, a few months later, a lot of credit card debt, maybe that they couldn't make payments on. Maybe that hurt their credit. Maybe they were stuck in a cycle of debt for years. And so it's understandable for parents to be wary. But the good news is the rules have changed. Congress passed a bill in 2009 that limited where credit card issuers could both market to college students and adults under the age of 21 and the lending standards. So you're going to see lower credit limits on those cards, and you're going to need to be able to either prove your income or get a cosigner if you're under the age of 21.
So there are some guardrails in place.
Exactly.
What options do parents have when they are choosing to give their teen a credit card?
So there are some credit cards specifically designed for students. If you're enrolled in a college or a university, you could get a parent to co-sign for a student credit card. You could also become an authorized user on, you could add your child rather as an authorized user on your card. Now, one thing to be aware of is that it's the cardholder who is going to be legally responsible for whatever balance gets racked up on that card. So you might give your child that card and say, hey, you're an authorized user. Use this responsibly, pay it off. But if they don't pay it off, it's your credit that gets hurt, and you're the one who has that balance that you're responsible for. So very important to be aware of that. And the third option is to get a secured credit card. So a secured credit card works is you put a deposit down first. So if you put down a deposit of, let's say, $500, that then becomes your credit limit. But rather than a debit card where, you know, it takes from that $500 you put down, you use it as a regular card. It's just that initial deposit serves as collateral.
Right, a little bit of a down payment insurance. So when I was in school, I was so terrified of going into debt, and my mother wouldn't co-sign on anything, trust me. Immigrant mother, she's not taking that risk. That I never got a credit card. And then I became an adult, and suddenly I had no credit. So there are some sort of good things about getting a credit card early.
There's some great things about getting a credit card early. First of all, just establishing smart financial habits and having a dialogue even around this subject with your child is opening a dialogue to finances in general. What does it look like to spend responsibly, to build a budget, to be able to plan your payments? And then building that credit history so that by the time you graduate college, you can qualify for an apartment as you're looking to rent. Or you can get that mortgage or your car loan at a reasonable rate, especially when interest rates are so high. So these are really critical conversations, habits, and establishing that credit history, all very important and valuable things you can do with a credit card.
Love it. Stefanie O'Connell Rodriguez, thank you so much. Good advice. People are going to take it.
Thank you.